Hello everyone, and hello everyone, and welcome to a game between Blade versus Chaemiko. Blade spawning as the red human player over here on the top right-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Chaemiko spawning over here on the bottom left as the blue human. Human versus human in this 1v1 matchup. This is a mirror match, and it's been quite some time since I've cast a human mirror match. Really interested to see how and what these players will do. I hate this map for being good. I get bullied as undead. I legit don't understand. All right, all really good games. All the comments from the previous game. If you guys have not watched the previous games, definitely do so. Literally have thousands of videos for you guys to watch and enjoy. Just a lot of fun just a lot of fun, hopefully. All right, WarCraft 3 entertainment, being able to enjoy the professionals play at a very high level, and without having the stress of competing. Spectator sports at its best. Archmage going to be trained up over here by Blade. Meanwhile, Chaemiko pretty much going for the same exact thing as well, as the builds are nearly identical so far. 2 farms, Altar of Kings, and a barracks. Meanwhile, back down on the other side here, Altar of Kings, barracks, all of this together right here. Yay. Water spam? What? Alright, waypoint spam. Now, what am I expecting to see in this human versus human matchup with archmages? First, I'm expecting to see, spellbreakers, priests into maybe knights and griffins. That seems to be like the case of rock paper scissors in human. Knights are actually significantly better than they were prior to the reforged patches, as sundering blades gives knights an actual reason to try and go up against spellbreakers. Having 1 or 2 spellbreakers to remove that, remove any sort of slow, but at the same time, or dispel any of that slow, and then having the knights with sundering blades being able to deal a significant amount of damage to those spellbreakers. The spellbreakers actually being very vulnerable compared to those knights as well. We are going to be looking at a rock golem getting taken down here, both sides clearing out that creep camp, and a Sobi mask picked up for Blade. Meanwhile, Chaemiko has picked up a Boots of Quelt the Loss. Sobi Mask definitely the better item in that exchange, as we are looking at a Tome of Strength, Manual of Health versus, I believe, what was a Tome of Agility, 475. This is 550. So an additional 75 hit points for Blade. Even though the strategies are nearly identical at this point in the game, the heroes are now different enough with the items that were dropped and the tomes that were placed down to make a drastic difference here. Archmage picking up those Claws of Attack +6, very helpful early on in the game to get in significant portions of damage. Meanwhile, we're looking at this Archmage off over here picking up Slippers of Agility. Are there still Tomes of Experiences in this WarCraft 3 patch? No. I remember that, I remember Tomes of Experiences, where there used to be greater Tomes of Experiences. Those were absolutely game-changing. Being able to get so much experience, it almost felt like, and I liked Blizzard for removing the Tomes of Experience. It almost felt like Tome of Experience or nothing, right? You just kind of felt bad if you didn't get the Tome of Experience, because that's really what you were looking for. The Tome of Intelligence, all of those other tomes not making as big of a difference. Alright, Sobi Mask, Circlet of Nobilities. Yeah, I think it was patch 1.31. Tomes of Experience making a drastic difference there, as we see another Claws of Attack +6 on that Archmage. If this was actually a Robe of Magi, that would have been a drastic difference overall in terms of the amount of damage, the amount of mana and mana regeneration for that Archmage. We are looking at an expansion attempt coming underway. Archmage going to try and close in on that distance. The Footman down to 90 hit points, but we could be looking at, a couple of Footman and Chaemiko, trying to put pressure on the expansion as it is being built. Both sides setting up their expansions, and this is going to turn into a 2-base play. Both players trying to get into low upkeep pretty quickly to get that army size advantage. Yeah, and it's been a very, let's just say it's been a long time. The meta has constantly shifted, and I'm starting to like how things are constantly shaking out in this Warcraft 3 meta. All right, more damage being brought back over. This footman down to 128 hit points, going to continue to fall, but one footman purposely being left behind to try and create some separation. Is Tome of Power removed too? Yeah, I don't think Tome of Power has been in the game for... yeah, I think the Tome of Power was removed a long time ago. Meanwhile, we see a water elemental being dropped off inside here. Staff of Teleportation gonna go ahead here, try to teleport back inside. The Troll Berserker being left behind on the wrong side of the wall as the footmen are gonna try and engage back once more. That one Forest Troll Berserker gonna perhaps try to hide out at that over here at this town hall instead. Meanwhile, we see a water elemental being left behind here, getting in some damage onto some of those workers. So far, level 3 on both sides, but almost level 4 for Chaemiko. Archmage purposely backing away. She's going to be dropping in some more water elementals, getting some damage onto that arcane tower. There you go, getting a little bit of separation. And well, in comes the Archmage, trying to offer a little bit of protection as well. All right, a little bit of feedback damage, or a bonus damage onto those water elementals, but double water elementals could cause problems for that arcane tower. The repairs are a little bit late, and it gets taken down. Archmage gets up an additional 25 experience, continuing to fight here. No real home field advantage at all. Footmen trying to retreat back, as we should get level 4 onto the Archmage there. Now with level 2 Brilliance Aura, and with that bonus damage, should be able to defend this nicely. Not sure about that, at least not for 1v1. Yeah, what is the level item on a Tome of Power? It's got to be like a really high level drop here. Footman with Defend, Archmage sticking around a little while longer. He does not have level 2 Brilliance Aura, which means that he's not going to be able to drop his Archmage or Water Elementals nearly as fast as Chaemiko does. Chaemiko has another Water Elemental ready to drop. Meanwhile, this Archmage does have a Sobi Mask, so perhaps that will be enough, and that's the reason why he's dropping here. Double Forest Troll, Shadow Priest causing a little bit of problems. There goes another Water Elemental as more units are being called back over. One low hit point Footman down to dead, as the Archmage of Blade also gets up to level 4 rather quickly. It looked like a couple water elementals just got shot down, and all of a sudden level 4 was reached. Archmage trying to finish off some of those Forest Troll, Shadow Priest unable to do so. Mud Golem cast slow as this Forest Troll, Shadow Priest gets taken down. A little bit of bonus damage right there. Footman with Defend trying to drop back up again. Double Forest Troll, Shadow Priest. Are we going to see some Abolish Magics? No, we are not. So many footmen in position, and Blade really trying to, well, punish this expansion right here. Meanwhile, an Ogre Mauler Forest Troll Berserker enough to defend at the other side of the map. Forest Troll Shadow Priest about to get taken down. There goes another here. Double Water Elementals still continuing to try and fight their way through this Forest Troll Shadow Priest, trying to back away. That Water Elemental gets taken down, as we could be getting level 5 here in just a moment. All right, level 5 there on Chaemiko's Archmage at the 8-minute 10-second mark. This is incredibly fast. Both sides losing a lot of units quickly, as this level 3 Water Elemental should be able to deal large bits of damage. Meanwhile, the Archmage here going after those footmen that are still in defend. Are they going to try and retreat back now? Yes, they are. This Water Elemental could be getting in some big damage as the Panda comes in with a Breath of Fire across multiple units. All right, Panda, level 1 Breath of Fire, racking up that damage quickly. Water Elemental is trying to back up again. We are looking at a level 4 Archmage. Is the level 4 Archmage going to get to level 5 here? Just a little bit shy. What? 47 experience shy right now. All right, this is an absolute just a beatdown on both sides. Damage across multiple units, and this is one of those early stage games where you're just trying to beat out your opponent with a sheer brute force. Your opponent is you don't want to train up that many footmen, but because your opponent is training footmen, you need to train up footmen, and because you're training up footmen, your opponent trains up more footmen, meaning that the water elementals, the breath of fire, all of this is just causing more and more problems. Arcane Tower quickly gets taken down. Brewmaster already at level 2 has plenty of mana. Archmage is at level 2 Brilliance, or not level 3, as a Breath of Fire goes down and tries to finish off more and more of these peasants. The Brewmaster could perhaps get to level 3 here, as the Mountain King going to be joining in on the fight, as the Brewmaster wants to finish off many of these units as well. Footman with Defend pretty much very, very well protected against all of the majority of the damage, as we see an Archmage with Water Elementals and a bunch of Forest Trolls with all of that piercing damage. Panda still with plenty of mana, or another Breath of Fire to go. Perhaps going to try and line it up across all of those units there, as the Archmage is at 129, or what, down to 157 hit points. Is it going to end up getting taken down? We are seeing damage getting added in. Archmage gets storm bolted, and this could be the death of an Archmage. Are we going to see level 6 before at the 10-minute mark? No, we are not. That Archmage down to 171 hit points could have finished off that Archmage and gotten to level 6 before the 10-minute mark of this game. I've seen 10-minute games with only level 3 heroes. How are we almost at a level 6 hero on this Archmage only after 10 minutes? Mass teleport going to be absolutely huge. This Archmage should really be backing off, though, taking away the experience from that Mountain King by sticking around and being too close. The levels are so fast because Footman Wars melee version. Yep, this does seem to be the case. Priests are now joining in on the fight. Spellbreakers should perhaps be next. No, we are going into barracks, simply bypassing the Spellbreakers and perhaps going to be going into Knights. Stormbolt, Priest gets taken down, level 6 on the Archmage, and now now we should be looking at Mass Teleport or Brilliance or a level 3. More damage coming back across here. He hasn't shown what that next ability is going to be as of yet. Nope, there's that Mass Teleport. I take it back, as the Mountain King is only sitting at level 1. Probably will not get to level 3 anytime soon. Doesn't need level 3 Brilliance Aura. Oh, sorry. Yeah, doesn't need level 3 Brilliance Aura just quite yet. Unit still dancing back and forth here. Level 5 on the Archmage, trying to finish things off. Brewmaster sitting at level 2. Are we going to see, well, Tome of Agility being left behind? Who's going to pick it up? There it is, picked up, as the Water Elemental going to get taken down here. A little bit more damage. There's that Mass Teleport. Are we going to see a Breath of Fire? No, we do not. I thought a Breath of Fire perhaps could have finished off another Footman or a Forest Troll Berserker trying to get to level 3.
Our forces are under attack.
Spellbreaker Footman versus whatever Blue Human's doing. Well, see, the issue is Chaemiko is sitting on, or is getting his Blacksmith now. He's going dual Arcane Sanctums, and he's going into Priest and Spellbreakers. Little does he know that his opponent has already transitioned into Knights at tier 3. He does have the hero level advantage, or the hero level advantage with that level 6 Archmage, but his opponent with a level 5 Archmage and a level 3 Panda is just as powerful. Yes, the Brewmaster's level 2 Breath of Fire is going to fall short once the Spellbreakers are out onto the field, but with that said, the Knights are going to be there to easily handle all of that with no problem at all. Archmage dropping in a Water Elemental here, going to go after the Arcane Tower. Stormbolt, nope, not on that Archmage at all. We are looking at the Footman, or the Arcane Water Elemental, taking a lot of damage here, as the Priests are actually getting that arcane feedback once more. Brewmaster trying to back away here. Water Elementals not going to be enough to finish off that arcane tower, as the Brewmaster wants to line up another Breath of Fire here. A Lone Knight now joins in on the fight, and this is going to make, well, Chaemiko reconsider his options. Spellbreakers joining in onto the battlefield. 2 Knights are already out onto the battlefield here. No Animal War Training, but that may not even be necessary. No Sundering Blades either, but that may not be necessary either, as the Peasants are going to get taken down here. All right, this expansion going to be lost, but we're going to go ahead and go into a Scroll of Town Portal to try and defend here. Archmage should have a Scroll of Town Portal to try and head back out, as we see the Knights going straight after those Spellbreakers here. Panda does have enough mana for a Breath of Fire with that Potion of Greater Mana, as we're looking at the Mountain King in the back here. All right, Archmage going to go ahead and Mass Teleport, move out once more. Are we going to get Animal War Training and Sundering Blades? That is the question to have right now. Perhaps getting up into the mid-70s. Supply needs to get up another farm as well, as we are going into Mastery Priest Training. So this is Knights with Inner Fire, Paladin out onto the field, and Chaemiko, well, may end up losing this game even though he got the ultimate ability first. Perhaps he was banking on that a little bit too much, and well, there in comes a Stormbolt onto the Knight. Knight gonna take a large amount of damage and pretty much get shut down, and well, is he gonna be able to slip on out? It looks as though it's down to 45 hit points, and he still backs around a little bit too much. All right, there's that Mass Teleport coming back in across. Where is the teleport going to go? Gonna head off to the north here. Knights trying to put pressure in onto the farms, take down some of the main buildings. Paladins are here as well. Panda sitting at level 3 as we're looking at fighting back off to the north. Mountain King gonna perhaps try and shut down the expansion location. Meanwhile, the main base is about to get taken down here. Knights going after the keep. We do have Sundering Blades and Animal War Training, the benefit of going for double barracks, being able to get those 2 important upgrades once he was already at mid 70 supply. All right, Priest with Inner Fire is also available. That is going to be very difficult to try and take down these Knights. Knights with high level armor. Extremely difficult to take down while they're constantly getting healed. Back off to the north here, this town hall will end up getting destroyed, and it is just turning into a straight flat out base race scenario as the units now retreating back. Archmage sitting at level 6 picks up a Tome of Retraining. All right, is it going to go for Blizzard, or what is it going to be going for next as we're looking at this town hall about to be shut down? All right, with this town hall gone, Chaemiko doesn't even try and finish the rest of this game. That is going to be the end of it. Blade easily winning this game, even though he ended up with the level 6 hero first. He did use mass teleport very effectively, but as we saw, the Spellbreakers and the Priests were already countered by the tier 3 of Blade and the Knights with Priests with Inner Fire. We didn't even need to see Inner Fire casted. We just needed to know that the Priests were going to have mana for days to keep all of those units alive. Bonus damage against medium armor, plus Sundering Blades, additional bonus damage. That was it. Pretty much Blade read the meta, and knew what his opponent was going to do, completely bypassed Spellbreakers, saying, you know what, I'm going to go straight to Knights, set up that second barracks, and that should be enough, and that's exactly what happened. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.